Hear ye, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Luffy was the reincarnation of Gogeta? Now, I'm gonna say one thing. This is actually the true 1.4K special. If you were thinking of the other one, the one that I uploaded like recent, like 40 minutes ago or something, or probably an hour, probably watching this or whatever. What if Naruto had a harem? Yeah, if you watch it before coming to this video or blah blah blah, I'm gonna just tell you one thing. That video was just a troll thing. I just felt like doing it. Cause I remember some people asking me to do like a harem video or whatever the fuck they were telling me. And since I don't do many like what ifs of those because I can care less, well, you got your harem video by getting Rick Ross or Rick Roll or Asian Roll. Yes, because if you actually went through the whole video, yeah, I'm not gonna try to explain it. But yeah, now let me go into this what if. So, let me begin. In a world distant from, well, not Earth, I'm just kidding. No, but in the DBZ world, also known as CBS or DBC, whatever you like to go on about, DBGT, there is someone named Gogeta. Gogeta did not actually, unfuse from transformation, or not untransformation, fusion. Instead, he stayed as Gogeta and lived long as Gogeta. His wife, like Bulma or Chi-Chi, has died already. He lived so long that he actually wanted to die by actually going to go fight Beerus. Knowing that Beerus is already, isn't really strong enough to Gogeta, because Gogeta is actually stronger, it's combined with both, what's called Vegeta's and Goku's. I know Gogeta can actually like unfuse after like a couple minutes or whatever, because it's a fusion dance and not the actual Potara rings. But what the hell did I say Potara rings? No, Potara earrings or whatever the hell they're called. So yeah, with that. But in this one, Gogeta did not unfuse after the fight with Broly. Yeah, he did not unfuse. He stayed as a Gogeta. He became a god of destruction as Gogeta, but then after he found his own successor, he gave the god of destruction as his own successor, and decided to die. Of course, this is where he met Death, and of course, Death told him that, I will give you a second chance into being a reincarnation into this young boy named Monkey D. Luffy. Help him, train him, and make him become the strongest out of there. And of course, Gogeta said, you know what? Sure, I have nothing to do. And the old man smiles, or Death smiles, with just his skeleton teeth. Okay, yeah, you get the one. Of course, he is reincarnated into Luffy. Now, let me begin where Luffy's at. So, the whole being thrown into the forest, that will still happen. And of course, that's when it's actually gonna happen. So when Luffy is running away from some like monsters or giant creatures and all that, Luffy can't do jack shit because he doesn't have his Goma Goma no Mi. That'd be later, okay? But he doesn't have his Goma Goma no Mi, and of course, he just doesn't know what to do because a bunch of creatures are about to just pounce on him and eat him. Now, this is where Luffy reacts and dodges all the attacks really fast. Without even noticing it. It's like he uses Ultra Instinct from the first time. Pretty much, I'm gonna say one thing. Gogeta is basically a mixture of power of both Vegeta's forms and Goku's form. So he does have Ultra Instinct and God of Destruction power, okay? That's all I wanted to mention, but yeah. Now, of course, with that happening, Luffy just used Ultra Instinct for the first time. He doesn't know how he actually dodged all the creatures. And the creatures are surprised with him even dodging, since everyone trapped him and was ready to eat him. Now, of course, this is where Luffy, dodges another attack. His eyes are silver color. of course, this is where Luffy doesn't know his eyes are silver color. What the hell was that noise? Okay, for some reason there are some people on a truck like driving around the neighborhood, and it's right now like dark out here, and everyone's supposed to be sleeping except for me doing this. What if? But they're just screaming out there, and I wish I had a rock or something, or just like a knife or a shirt. I mean, I do have a shirt, but I'm not trying to lose that shit. Just to throw that shit at the tires and like make them like what's it called spin and all that on like their truck and all that, and make them all fall off the truck. They aren't driving that fast, but yeah. Shut the fuck up already. Like, Jesus Christ, why is there people annoying me here? Being annoying here. Now, back to the what if. Sorry about that little distraction, but yeah, I just wanted to say. Now, Luffy, he is, well, just dodging the beasts and easily just dodging them. Now, of course, they all just get angry and try to attack Luffy. And this is where Luffy, this is where he kind of, well, dodges all the forms, not forms, all the attacks pretty easily, and just has one single technique that just comes to mind. Kamehameha. He blasts all the creatures away. The forest, there's a good chance of the forest being gone, a good chunk. And all the creatures are like, oh fuck, no, we ain't doing that. Because there was more coming, but when they saw Luffy wiped out about how should I say, 10 like huge creatures, they're like, oh fuck no, we're not doing that. Luffy was like, what the? Of course, he's like down and tired. Of course, this is a 5-year-old Luffy. He is tired. He's kind of just lost a lot of energy, but yeah. Of course, we go into a little bit of a time skip. We go into about 3 weeks time skip. Now, Luffy, he did go unconscious after using the Kamehameha, or the Kamehameha. I don't even know how to say it, actually. The Kamehameha. Or the Kami, God, whatever. It's something that's way, but I'm just calling it Kamehameha because that's how I usually pronounce it. But yeah, there's another pronunciation, but I don't care. Now, of course, Luffy has kind of goes into this mindscape and meets this man who is just standing there. Of course, his like belt is what's called just flying in the wind, which there's not supposed to be that much wind in what's called the mindscape, but there's wind. Okay, he defines just defines that. Okay, of course, his hair is also kind of just moving a little bit. And of course, he kind of got that smirk. You know, that Gogeta smirk? Oh, for fuck's sake. The Gogeta smirk? Yeah. Because this is basically Gogeta. Luffy says, who are you? Gogeta says, I am you. You are me. We are, well, Gogeta. Or you can be Monkey D. Luffy, but my name is Gogeta. Luffy says, Gogeta? Where are we? Where are we? Gogeta says, we are on our, what's called, your mindscape. I am actually here to tell you that since you're my reincarnation, which you probably don't know what the fuck that is, but you will get my memories, my knowledge, and all my stuff, all my powers. But we gotta train. So, Luffy does train for 3 weeks. And of course, when Gramps comes, he sees Luffy a little bit like taller than normal and stronger. He's a little bit buffer. Now, he's amazed, and when he tries to talk to Luffy, Luffy ignores him and goes to the village. This is where he meets Shanks and the others. Shanks sees that Luffy's a little bit taller and stronger, and he says, the kid looks like he trained. Damn, he left weights. Goddamn, does he left more than me? Damn, no, I'm just kidding. But really, Shanks just says, hey kid, how you doing? Luffy does ask for like a glass of water and all that. The green-haired girl does tell him and give him and all that. And Shanks just talks to Luffy and like tells some stories about how being a pirate. And Luffy, he wants to be a pirate now. He wants to become the strongest pirate. Maybe even the Pirate King. But that'll be later on. But yeah. Of course, this is where he sees the Koma no Mi. He's still gonna eat it, okay? Now, I know people are gonna be wondering, so he's still gonna have the weakness of water. That's where you're wrong. He's going to be able to fly. That weakness of water, yeah, fuck off. And also the weakness of sea stones really isn't gonna affect him that much. This is Gogeta we're talking about. Gogeta kind of can break things easily, okay? So yeah. And of course, actually no. No. That wasn't wait. Yeah. You know what? That's the Gama Gama no Mi. Yeah. But I will explain how he's gonna be able to break through sea stone and a lot of things. Okay. Now the Gama Gama no Mi had a previous user. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called the Jolly Joy or something. Whatever. Because Luffy is not the original user for the Gama Gama no Mi. There's someone else I saw in the manga or something. I saw like a video or something that the original user for the Gama Gama no Mi was some guy named Jolly something. His bounty was pretty high. I can't really remember what was his name. But yeah, he's still going to eat the Gama Gama no Mi, and of course, this is where Shanks tells him to spit it out. And Luffy says, "No, I was hungry." Shanks goes off for fuck's sakes. Yeah, Luffy thought the taste was a little fucking bitter and, well, tasted disgusting. But he still ate it. Now, of course, this is where he meets what they call the bandits are still there, and of course, this is where Luffy fights the bandits. And he actually whoops the bandit's ass. Like, Shanks was there to try to help him, but Shanks isn't gonna lose his arm, okay? Because Luffy already whooped the hell out of the bandits. Like, he uses some of, like, Goku's techniques to where he whooped their asses. Okay? Super easily. He didn't use any key attacks or anything, just normal freaking hands. His hands are dangerous. These hands would be dangerous. So, yeah. Shanks is amazed. He just says, "Well, kid, you're good." Of course, Shanks is leaving and all that. He doesn't lose his arm, okay? He's gonna have that shit still. I don't want Shanks to ever lose his arm. That was actually, when I saw that, I was like, no! Shanks lost his arm. So yeah, it's cool that he does have like a one-arm sword and all that. Like, he has a sword in the future, one arm, and still badass and all that. Uses hockey and all that. But I don't want him to lose that arm because he needs that arm. Probably. Okay? Probably. But I still, yeah, okay. So Shanks decides to give him the straw hat to Luffy. Luffy takes it, and of course, as Grams doesn't like Luffy being near any pirates, takes him, throws him into a bandit, and fuck, I forgot her name. I don't remember her name. The orange hair. Of course, Luffy decides to make his own food by going to the forest and eating. And of course, the next day he sees Ace, and Ace does try to like throw him into, well, multiple things. Luffy comes back up and says, "Oh, hell no, you ain't losing me." Pretty much, this is where Ace talks to Soba, and of course, Luffy says, "What are you guys talking about?" Soba and Ace still tries to like put him in ropes, and of course, Luffy doesn't fight back because he doesn't care. Because he's not that cocky, but I mean, he's sometimes cocky. But yeah, he sort of has Gogeta's personality, okay? And of course, is where Sobo and Ace does leave what's it called Luffy for the guy with the pale white skin. I don't remember his name. Wait, let me go search that. So of course, this is where poor Shemi comes and takes Luffy and start beating his ass because tell him about where Shanks is at. And of course, poor Shemi's arm, like hands are like hurting because he feels like he's punching fucking stone. And he's not wrong because Luffy is kind of ripped and all that. Now, of course, Luffy just says, "I'm not gonna tell you anything." Sobo and Ace are amazed that Luffy isn't like snitching on them or anything. This is what Luffy, he breaks through the rope so easily and punches what's called what's his name? Poor Shemi in the face. The other pirates are shocked, and poor Shemi gets back up. This is where Ace and what's called Sabo was about to like go and well help Luffy, and this is where Luffy he whoops the other pirates' ass, even poor Shemi, even more, and says, "Fight back, bastards! Fight back!" Yeah, you know that one meme where like fight back. I'm not gonna say the N-word because fuck that. I'm not. Okay, I'm not black. Okay, fight back, bitch! Fight back! Just beating the hell out of the pirates, and of course, This is where Sabo and Ace are amazed with Luffy's skills. Now, Ace, Luffy, and Sabo has sort of became like brothers and all that, and has, well, started trouble. And of course, this is where Sabo does meet his father, and his father does try to like grab him and all that. But of course, Luffy and Ace does ask him what was that person. Sabo says that was his like father. And of course, they still drink the whiskey, whatever, the tequila, and fucking says we become brother forever. I don't remember what kind of fucking alcohol was that. Okay, I'm just saying it's tequila. Now, this is where the Blue Gem Pirates and what's called Sabo's father like try to force what they call Sabo to come back. And this is where Luffy says no. Of course, Gogeta says, you know you can use Kaioken, and you know these people are weaker than you. Use Kaioken! Luffy says, Kaio what? Kaioken times 5, okay? Because Luffy can definitely use it. I'm just say that. So that's why Luffy says, Kaioken times 5! Red like aura kind of appears on him, and he easily knocks back the Blue Gem Pirates and start beating all of them up. Like even Saul's father just gets knocked the fuck out. The older what's called the pirate, the captain, whatever, tries to like attack what's called Luffy, like try to swing at him, and he thought he hit Luffy, but it was just an after image. Luffy was right behind him, and just fucking shoved his hand like through the guy's like not through the guy's back, but shoved his hand at what's it called his back, at his spine. Well, already crippling this guy, because if you get hit in the spine really hard, you definitely cripple for a while, or not for a while, forever. Okay. So yeah, Luffy fucked them all up. Sabo and Ace are shocked, and Luffy is just keep fucking up more pirates left and right, knocking the fuck out of them, not giving no fucks about anyone. Of course, it's when his Kaioken runs out, and he's now tired. He knocked out every pirate, even the captain, who's crippled now, and Sabo's father's knocked the fuck out. He got knocked out by Luffy's hands. He did not know how to throw hands, Sabo's father, so he gets knocked the fuck out. One punch this man. God, okay. But yeah, of course, if that happens, Sabo never gets what's called captured by his like family and all that. And yeah. Now, since what's called Sabo, Luffy, and Ace were amazed, but Sabo decides to tell Luffy and Ace that his parents will actually come back, and so he wants to leave the island, but he will meet each other in a later time. So of course they managed to get Sabo a what's called like boat, and when Sabo is leaving and all that, Sabo gets up what's called interrupted with a what you call large ship that was basically a celestial dragon ship, and the celestial dragon shoots what's called Sabo's ship and blows it up. Of course, it's where Luffy and Ace are shocked, and they're seeing Sabo like leave and all that. Everyone's seeing him leave and all that. And of course, when they see what's called Sabo like disappeared with the boat being destroyed, Luffy says no. Sabo. And of course, Ace is like, Sabo, no. And Luffy says, no. He goes Super Saiyan. He straight up just goes Super Saiyan. Everyone is shocked with this pressure. They're like, what the hell? And of course, this is where Luffy says, fine, no. No, I'm just kidding. Fine, no. A giant Final Flash Kamehameha wave just goes to the Celestial Dragon ship, and it is just gone. The whole ship is just erased, and also the water kind of lifts up. You know how when what's it called? You know when you throw a rock like into water and it does like splashes and of course cover up the rock and all that? Or think of it like Jesus when he kind of managed to make the water go up or what. But you get the point, right? Or you probably got lost, okay? The water lifts up and then falls back down. Everyone is shocked of Luffy's strength. Luffy is still in this golden form. And green eyes. And of course, like, Ace is shocked. He's like, Luffy? Luffy just says, yeah, Ace. He passes out because going in Super Saiyan as a younger children, like what's called Luffy, he's 5 years old, can take a lot of energy. So of course he passes out. This is where the Dada family, yeah, that's her name, and that's the family and all that, the bandits and all, the Dada family, decides to take Luffy and of course like recover him and all that. This is where we do a. So of course they promise each other they won't die the next couple of days. And of course this is where it's 7 years, and of course Luffy's now 14 and Ace is now 17 and he leaves. And well, Luffy now turns 17 after him. After a couple of 3 more years. He does like farewell everyone, saying bye and all that. Of course Luffy is still wearing that red jacket and all that, the blue shorts and the chanclas. Okay, you realize I'm Mexican. I'm just gonna call it chanclas. So the chanclas. And he's faring well to everyone. And of course Luffy has got a bounty. Pretty damn high. So I did mention, well, what's called in my what if Naruto was called, not what if Naruto, what if Luffy was the reincarnation of All For One? He did get a bounty of 50 million and all that for killing a Celestial Dragon. For this one, I'm gonna just say he got a bounty of 65 million. Okay, still a lot, and since he did cause a lot of trouble, that bounty did kind of grow to about 85 million. Okay, so yeah, 85 million. Now with that happening, Luffy, he goes and still sees the sea dragon, and of course, since what's called Shanks did not scare the shit of him, the sea dragon still tries to attack Luffy, and Luffy, what he does is just say die by just going, not even Super Saiyan. He just throws a key blast at the sea dragon and it explodes because the sea dragon thought it'd be a good idea to eat it. Now this key blast is legit an attack that Luffy has created. Key ball grenade. Kaboom. Yeah, the sea dragons turn into a fucking leather backpack. Okay, no, just get my say. But he's all just exploded and all that. So with that happening, what's it called? Luffy still kind of has what's called saw the whirlpool. He kind of goes into a barrel and well, he's now in a ship. This is where Kobe rolls it up and like the what's called Avita pirates. They try to like open it. Luffy breaks through it, still punching the shit out of them. So Kobe does talk shit to Avita, and Avita tries to like hit Luffy. I mean not Luffy. Kobe. This is where Luffy grabs the club or whatever the hell that is and just cracks it with his hand. He just and everyone is shocked, even Avita. This is where the pirates just realize this is Luffy, or also named aka Straw Hat. And this is where they talk to Avita that this is Straw Hat. And I don't remember if she did have a pounding pump. Just say it's 7 million. I can't remember. Okay, for the life. So yeah, 7 million. And she's just like, so what bounty is it? Is it 85 million? Oh, shit. Yeah, Luffy fucking kicks her into the sea, and everyone jumps into a small boat and run away. Or should I say, boat away. But yeah, Luffy takes the Avita pirates, what's called ship and all, and goes to the nearest island, and that's the Roronoa. Of course, so that happens. Kobe has talked about Roronoa. And of course, Luffy still met Roronoa, or God, I'm just gonna say Zoro because for fuck's sake, I fucked up that name so many times. I'm trying to just get it to my head to actually call him Roronoa. Okay. God, I probably fucked that up, but yeah. So, of course, same thing happens. Well, what's called Luffy still meets what's called Zoro and tells him to be in his like pirate crew and all that. And Zoro says, no, I'm gonna be lasting for this and all that. And Luffy does talk to what's called Hapepo, the dickhead and all that, about if that promise was a truth and all that. And Hapepo laughs and says that wasn't no truth. And this is where Luffy, instead of punching him, he kicks him in the face, knocking Hapepo into a couple of walls. Yeah, he's gone. He's knocked the fuck out. Of course, this is where Kobe is shocked, but yeah. At the same time, not shocked because Luffy can easily just break through what's called a a club, and has heard that he's 85 million parries on him, a bounty on him like that. Of course, this is where Luffy kind of see what's called talks to Zoro and tells him that Hop Emma was lying and he would still want him to join and all that. Of course, Zoro says, "Go find my 3 swords." What Luffy does is still uses what's it called his Gama Gama no Mi to actually lift up and all that. And well, see that it's called this is Morgan and all that, and sees that how Emma is trying to complain to Morgan about like how he got absolutely just knocked the fuck out. This is where Luffy takes Hapeppo and takes him to find what's called Zoro's like 3 swords. Of course, still managing to find them, and well, Luffy just hears about Zoro about to get shot and all that, and Kobe trying to help him and all that, and Morgan is just saying, "Fire!" This is where Luffy jumps down, and of course, all the bullets hit him, and they go back. Yahoo! Brrr. And of course, this is where Luffy actually, instead of like what's it called, trying to take out what's called the rope and all that. This is where Luffy just uses a keyblade on his finger. Like, he makes a little keyblade, okay? And just slices through the ropes and all that pretty easily. And Zoro wanted to ask it, but he saw all the all the Marines charging at him. Of course, where Luffy kind of just ignores him and already punches Morgan in the stomach. Morgan knocked the fuck out. All the Marines are like, should we do something? The one Marine sent to each other, and they said, I mean, the dickhead is gone. Everyone drops their weapon and says, "We done." Zoro says, "What the fuck you mean you're done?" I mean, he was a dickhead, so I mean, you guys are free to go. Yeah. And of course, Luffy and Zoro just were kind of baffled with the Marines, but they didn't care. So of course, with that happening, they go to the house of the little girls and all. Well, not little girl, little girl and all that. Kobe was like still just there talking and all that, saying that Luffy is insane. Luffy just says, "I mean, I'm a pirate." Of course, when the Marines comes and tells them that they have to leave and all that. And of course, Kobe, one of the Marines tells about Kobe, and of course, what Luffy does is tell that, about Kobe's past and tries to make him mad. Kobe still punch him, and of course, Luffy does smile. But of course, Kobe feels like he punched a fucking stone brick. Yes, because Luffy is very strong. He's like, So yeah, he's just like freaking hurting his hands because God. But of course, Luffy kind of just falls down like on purpose and all that. So yeah, of course, Luffy takes his straw hat and leaves with Zoro and all that. Of course, all the Marines kind of just like salute them with like, yeah, you get the point. And of course, just say bye to them and all. And of course, they leave. And of course, the Marines are doing push-ups because you're not supposed to salute a pirate. Yeah. So of course, with that happening, Luffy and Zoro are wondering where the hell we going. Well, Luffy just says, because he is smart in this one, somewhat, okay? He has Vegeta and Goku's intelligence. Mostly Vegeta's, okay? Goku's intelligence and like what's called reading or doing math or anything, God, that'd be at least fucking kindergarten grade stuff, okay? Because, how should I say, Goku's intelligence wasn't that great. Unless you're going into battle, his intelligence just on a regular basis was not that great, but Vegeta was. Then again, Goku wasn't actually went to a normal school. So you can't really blame him because he wanted to become one of the strongest in the world, okay? He just liked training. So of course, Luffy is doing push-ups and all that. Zoro's like doing the same. Of course, Zoro asks what's called Luffy, "Where are we going?" Luffy looks around and kind of already sees the island and says, "We're going to that island over there." Of course, they go, and of course, Luffy and Zoro leaves the ship and all that. And when they go towards what's called the commotion, because they hear commotion, they see these three pirates and what's called an orange hair girl. Of course, Luffy decides to help the orange hair girl by just like what's called by just how should I say by just knocking out the pirates and saying, "Wow, what a disrespectful people." And of course, Nami is shocked, but Luffy says, "Are you okay?" Nami kind of looks at Luffy and sees that he's kind of ripped and kind of blushes. If you're wondering if Nami's gonna be the ship for Luffy, not really. You see here, it's still gonna be the same for original canon, Hannah, whatever her name was, Bo. For fuck's sake, I can't remember. But yeah, you get the point. The snake warlord, okay? I can't remember her name. So yeah, but Luffy just says, "Are you okay?" Nami says, "Yeah," and of course, Nami says, "Why don't you join me in helping stealing what's called treasure from Buggy?" Luffy says, "Nah, how about you join me for being in my pirate crew?" Of course, Nami says no, and of course Zoro like walks away from this whole commotion, and of course kind of goes to the nearest bar and all that. Well, tries to find the nearest bar. Okay, and of course, Nami just says, "How about you help me in the plan of blah blah blah." Of course, same thing happens. She still kind of tricks Luffy to go into, well, be a prisoner for Buggy and all that. Buggy says, "Shoot a special cannon at Luffy." Luffy's actually in a prison that I'm just gonna say is made of sea stone. What he does is, well, the cannon is about to shoot at him, which it does launch. Luffy breaks out of the cage pretty easily, looks at the cannon and just grabs that shit with his bare hands. This is where everyone is shocked, even Nami. Luffy just says, "This is interesting, very interesting. You're Buggy, the 15 million bounty on your head, right? Berry bounty." And of course, what's called Buggy said, "Yeah. Who are you then?" And Luffy says, "I don't really like to show off my bounty half the time, but I'm someone with 85 million berries." Buggy says, "Okay, can I know your name?" Straw Hat. Straw Hat Luffy. This is where Buggy has read on that bounty, and it's just saying, "Don't throw that cannon at me." Luffy says, "This cannon? I'm just tossing it up and down." He's basically just tossing it up and down while talking to Buggy. And Buggy says, "Yeah, don't toss it." Luffy says, "Fine, I won't do it." Buggy says, "Okay, why are you here?" Luffy says, "Oh, don't worry about that." Buggy says, "Okay." And then Luffy just tosses the freaking cannon so fast that it hits Buggy across the freaking world, okay? And all the Buggy pirates fucking runs. Even the command's just gone. Luffy just looks at Nami, and Nami is shocked to hear that Luffy's 85 million. Is where Luffy walks to the treasure room, just like grab everything in like 2 bags, goes up to Nami, looks at her. She's not even like moving. Luffy is like waving a bag of money in her face, and she's not even doing anything. Luffy, what he does is, well, put what's called Nami's hands together, and well, put some bag of money down. And of course, this is where Luffy walks away. Zoro has met what's called the old man and some of the village and people and all that, and asks Zoro who he is, or is he part of the Buggy Pirates? And he says, "Buggy what?" And they're just like, he doesn't know. Well, he does, but he doesn't care that much. Of course, Luffy meets Zoro and all that, and tells Zoro, "Hey, who are these people?" Zoro says, "These, I think, are the villagers of this island." "Ah, cool. Which one is the chief?" And of course, one of them lifts up his hand and says, "I, the old man." Luffy says, "Okay, catch." Of course, he managed to catch the bag of money. Of course, it hurts like his arms. But then when he opens it, he's like, "Holy shit. Wait, is this for us?" Luffy says, "Who else? Aren't you these people that got terrorized by a pirate and all that?" "I'm just a pirate that's willing to help this, what's called village." Now, the villagers hear that he is another pirate, but he's willing to help. Now, of course, they think that not all pirates are bad and all that. and well are willing to what's called be the territory of the Straw Hat Luffy, cause some people has one dude kind of just rolled up a what's called a bounty and all that, and shows to the others that this is Straw Hat Luffy, 85 million. So they are pretty shocked, and they kind of just let Luffy sort of become this place being the territory of this. Now this is where Luffy is going with Zoro and all that, and Nami decides to follow them along because if Luffy is 85 million, then she thinks that Luffy is going to be able to help her with what's called Arlong's problem and all that. Since he easily whoops what's called Buggy's ass like it was nothing, but just throwing a fucking cannon and he's gone. He goes to the stars and land into an island and gets almost fucked up. But yeah, of course, this is we go to the next arc or next island. Luffy is just looking around and just saying, what should what's it called? I'm not great with navigation. Luffy is kind of stressing out. This is where Nami does say that she's kind of good with navigation and all that, and saying that the next island would be Shura Village arc. Now, of course, this is where they get there, and what's called they sort of wait, was it? No, right, wait, is that the village or I forgot? So yeah, Sibit Village. Of course, Nami says that this is the village and all that. Of course, when they get out of the boats, this is where Usopp says, "I am the great pirate." Luffy kind of just flies up and says, "I don't see an army." And Usopp is shocked. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Zoro and Nami are just like, "Huh?" Luffy is just saying, "Where's the army?" Man, I can't. Well, Luffy says, "It might be just my eyes, but I can't see the army. Are they hiding or something?" Maybe sense him. No, I can't see anyone or sense anyone. Usopp's like, "How are you flying?" Luffy says, "I thought everyone can fly." Zoro says, "What?" Nami says, "What the fuck?" And Luffy just goes back down and just says, "Well, let's go to the nearest restaurant. I'm hungry." Of course, is where they go, and of course, Luffy kind of just eats and all that, and of course, they're all looking at Luffy, and Luffy is just saying, "What? Why are you guys looking at me like that?" Nami, Zoro, and Usopp are just looking at him, just glaring at him, cause Luffy doesn't even want to mention how he can fly. Luffy just says, "Guys," Zoro says, "Okay, since you are my pirate captain, I'm not gonna really say anything." And this is where Usopp says, "How about you all become my pirate crew and all that?" They laugh and say, "Nah, not really." Of course, they're trying to get another boat because that boat would be way too small, and they want a bigger boat for a bigger crew. Of course, Usopp does tell them about how there's a noble that is kind of sick and will probably be willing to help them about the boat. So of course, when they're going, and of course, Luffy does have a way to heal her by just putting ki inside her. Because, well, I mean, there's not really a way unless you can use the Super Dragon Balls, but not really. But you see here, the angel's powers, the Ultra Instances, that's count as an angel power. I'm gonna say that Gogeta has learned other techniques from the angels. The angels or destruction powers and all that. Okay. So yeah, he has a way to heal her, and all of them are blankly looking at him, and kind of just having a sweat drop and saying, "Seriously?" Of course, I go to it, and of course, this is where Luffy goes inside and all that. What Usopp telling Luffy and all that. This is where one of her butlers what's her goddamn name? I forgot her name, but one of her butlers, not the cat one. It's the other one. I can't remember how he looked like, somewhat, or what his name was exactly. Of course, when they were walking inside, and of course they were already going to Kaio's room and all that. This is where the other butler says, "Hey, why are you letting these people inside the house?" Luffy looks at him, And the cat person just, what's called Kuro, he just realized this is Luffy the Straw Hat with an 85 million bounty. He isn't gonna fuck with that. He says, nope, nope. He legit gets out of what's it called, clothing and all that. Says, I am the cat pirate and all, but bye, see ya, I'm out. I quit this job. He's out. He ran away. He ran so fast to his like boat and swam away. He just left the whole fucking island. So yeah, the butler says, huh? Was he a pirate? Luffy says he looked like he was a pirate disguised trying to get something. I don't know, who cares? Of course, this is where they go in, they see Kaya, and what Luffy does is have like this glowing white energy and puts her on her head, and of course feels like using what's called Angel's powers to heal her, like what's called sickness and all that. And she feels way better and can walk now. And of course, this is where everyone is shocked. And Luffy just says, there, you feel much better. And she's happy. She, well, hugs what's it called, Usopp, because she thinks that Usopp was the one to bring this person and blah, blah, blah. Of course, she does give them the go and marry. And yeah, of course, Usopp wanted to, well, what's called, do his own adventure. Then Luffy does tell him that he has met Usopp's father. So Usopp does comes on the go and marry. So yeah. Of course it was Zoro, Nami, and Usopp still looks at Luffy strangely because Luffy has not told him that many things. Luffy just says, well, why are you guys looking at me like that? They say, well, how should we explain it? Luffy says, I know what you guys are wanting to know about. We gotta find a chef. We gotta find a cook. Because how we else gonna go to go and marry if we're just gonna be starving? That's what you guys needed. And of course, Usopp, Nami, and Zoro kind of just falls down, face plant, and they're just like, yeah, that's what we needed. Yeah, Luffy wanted to direct the conversation to something else, okay? So yeah. But with that, I'm actually gonna leave it here. So have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, potato, and potato. Potato, potato. Potato, potato. Potato, potato, potato. So also this is the 1.K or 1.4K special. This was the actual one, not the other one. The other one was just a troll because I don't give a fuck about anything. Like, or harms or whatever. Or ships that much at all. But yeah, bye-bye. Potato, potato.